Holy moly, is that Bear Mug the lesson one graduate? Can't believe we let her into this channel. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Wait. Yo. Aw, dang it, guys. There's like a crazy sunset happening outside. It's like super pretty. It's not been sunny at all, but look at that. Whoa. Holy. Oh, it is? Oh God. Okay, sorry. I don't know how that happened. Jeez. Well, thank you for the warning. Oh, goodness. My bad. The sunset's going crazy though. I was kidding. I was saying, "Oh my God!" and there's like, there's like crazy music going on. Also, what's up, Kat? Hope you're doing well. Hope your party was good last night. Also, we're gonna have a. I'm gonna probably remove it from the VOD. We're gonna have like a slight face reveal today. Not really. We're gonna talk about Instagram and stuff. Oh yeah. You're welcome. It was a good critique. I need to get used to critiquing because I want to do it more. But first, hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time. It is Sunday. It is day two of the 250 box challenge. Hope you're all doing well. Congratulations to Bear for passing lesson one. No one expected her to be able to do it, and guess what? She didn't. But yeah, no, really good submission. I'd say like probably just like the standard, like what you want out of a submission. Everything was good. Um, there was like two funny comments that Bear left. There's one where like there's a super crazy convergence of a VP, and Bear just wrote, "Damn." And then there's another one where it was the ellipses instead of planes, and Bear like had a really good one, and I agree it was really good. And Bear put like a little heart next to it. But no, it was a great submission. The rotated boxes exercise, one of the better ones. I'd say like way better than most people. Um, Not to say it's a game of comparisons, but did a really good job there. Uh, typically something that people find very difficult. It's I'd say like the sync lessons are the tables of ellipses, just because ellipses are people get really bummed out about that. And then the rotated boxes. I'd say like those are the two hardest, or the two like kind of walls that people encounter. But yeah, so uh, I talked to some people. I'm not sure if it was today or yesterday. I've done nothing this weekend. My professors didn't like open their homework, so I just haven't like been doing anything. I made a silly little stupid comic today, and I'm drawing my plant. But yeah, we talked about Instagram and me getting one because uh, I want to like talk to other creators, and most people just use Instagram. And like every week, we can post all of the art that we work as like a little collage and encourage people to join us, which I think would be really cool. And as my first post, I came up with like an idea that's kind of like cheeky. But first, we're gonna do a warm up, and then I'll show you guys the post idea I have. I need a haircut before I do that. We'll explain why. But first, let's get into our warm up. So transition over here. Also, this page has already been used, but that's about that one rough perspective. Oh, what about it? Oh, about yeah. Gotcha. Sorry, I read it in reverse. But yeah, congrats, Bear, once again. So, are you gonna do the I was kind of pestering you about it, but are you gonna do the 250 box challenge? The whole reason why I ask is so because you're not an official track, so you can not do it, and you are an experienced artist, or more experienced than many. So, while I wouldn't say you don't have to do it, especially given your goals, it'll be really helpful. For one, can you show something that you talked about on my critique? Of course, yeah. So no invite. Delana, you're late. I have to dock your pay, dude. But yeah, we could easily do that. In fact, I can remember a couple of them. So should Can you show something that you talked about? Yeah, awesome. Okay, I'm just making sure I read it right. So, yeah, some things I noted, and these are like common pitfalls that most people could fall for. The first thing I'd say was like a bit consistent was for your superimposed lines. I think this is the superimposed lines. What you were doing is you had most of your lines were great. I should emphasize, like most of them were level 2 or 3, and the only ones that you had errors is you'd do this instead of making like you'd ghost a couple times and you'd either hit it or you didn't. What you'd do is I saw like you'd ghost probably, and then you'd do this. You'd get really far and then like try to course correct at the end. And so like at this point, you started like questioning, oh, am I gonna hit it or am I not? So here, let me try to. So like let's say this is the point we want Bear to hit, but this is the point that Bear was accidentally going for, just because like human error, whatever, right? So we were doing this. Like that would happen, something like that. So basically, like when it comes to lines and confidence, just commit. Because this, or like here, you know, boom, boom. I would rather personally have this rather than one of these, right? And so speed and confidence. Speed is, you don't want to be too fast where you're not able to have control, but you want to be at where you're not slow enough to be wobbling. And then of course confidence just comes with time, practice and ghosting. Ghosting will help a lot. It'll get your muscles used to it. But ultimately, once the pen comes to the page, we kind of trip ourselves up a bit, and it happens. Um, Another thing is for the planes. A lot of the planes were very orthodox. They were very like square, and I would just encourage trying for some like crazy, crazy ones. So very pointy, very jagged. I personally like doubling up on the edges of my planes because just more practice. You don't really have to at all. Oh yeah, no, we're working our way towards it. Go. So yeah, and these I actually suck at. I don't do these a lot. These diagonal lines are always difficult. I returning to the 250 cylinder challenge, I said last stream, I feel like back when we first started streaming. I just feel, I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, despite mistakes, which you didn't have much of, Bear, like, you did everything correctly. That's like the major part. Like, there's conceptual failures, which I don't really think you had any of at all. Like, zero conceptual failures. It was just mechanical stuff. Warm up every day and then like do all draw box, right? Yeah, for these, I suck at these. You honestly did a much better job than even I could right now of these ellipses. Yikes, yeah. Oh yeah, your ellipses, you were like at the beginning, you were doing like only like 1.5 passes, but eventually you did a lot in like 2 passes, so you're fine on that. That's perfectly good. Yeah, the funnels is rough because you didn't do anything wrong at all, and your ellipses were really good, right? Well, what ended up happening is when you drew it over here, right? This one, that's a decent funnel, whatever. But on this side, you drew it a bit too high. So this one, was it's about half an inch, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less. Meanwhile, this one, and this is exaggerated, and this one was like 3/8. And so while, that's an error that you couldn't really have foreseen, what happens is then your ellipses, well, their minor axis is just guaranteed to be off. But one thing I did note that you did do correctly is that, and I didn't even do it right here, is all of your minor axes were parallel with this. Oh, the ellipses were too consistent. Gotcha. What is this? Uh-oh. But overall, You still did a great job. Yeah, and the whole thing about everything, the only like persistent error I'd say was just the degree of your ellipses. How did I do that? Huh. Um, you didn't vary them a ton. You usually stayed in like the 45 range like this. So, just being a bit more bold in the future and doing some larger ones, some skinnier ones. Of course, I didn't tuck these together, so I failed that. What's up, James? Haphazardly. So yeah, don't be afraid to do some weird ones, some 15-degree tiny ones. How's it going, James? It's been a minute. Yes, I even forgot that. So Delano got us covered. Your boxes were all fine. I'd say like, just for the boxes in perspective, I'm not doing this one because that would like take way too long. It looked like generally you started with the Y method, which was good. I'd say only, just push your VPs a little bit closer just to make it a bit dynamic, a bit crazy. And then as they go into the distance, start making them tinier. You didn't make them too tiny. So just, make them smaller as they go along that line. So, okay, yeah, now we notice, and maybe you can rotate it a bit, so that one becomes like that. We're rotating. Whatever, right? Um, been busy in the past week, just got back from a trip to Boston. Huge. Hope you enjoyed it. My friends over there right now. They never met to where I could make perpendicular lines and it annoyed me. We're gonna flip over here. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. I don't know how I smeared that. Let's get onto a more normal warm up now, even though we're yapping and stuff. I'm gonna respond to something real quick. My friend's also about to hit Grandmaster today, and I have a lot of good gamer friends. I don't deserve them. All of them are too good at video games. Delano, oh my gosh. I mean, Rise had a speedrun thing going on. He was like, he has a video with like what 17,000 views or something crazy. Ridiculous. I wouldn't have pride in not being nice during critiques. Huge. Yeah, I tried to make it because one thing I like is having like an easier to access thing. Basically, Bear, all of my things I just said are in the little recommendation. Oh, did you guys hear that? That was my mic. What was that noise? Oh God. Yeah, all the italicized recommendation things, it comes after each section. You can just write those down because yeah, I don't know. It just made that noise when I was bending it. Huh. Interesting. Hmm. That was scary. Oof. 250 boxes is gonna be fun. 250 cylinders is gonna be, or less than two is gonna be fun. 250 boxes, Delano and I think Kat as well, finished it before it got overhauled, so we don't really know too much until we reread it about what it is. You'll be probably one of the first people here to do it, if you choose to do it. Also, you've kind of inspired me to do some Legoshi drawings. My parents got me this little book. Um, look at that, right? Very cute. Um, handmade, all that good stuff. Smells wonderful. So I may start using this. I'm not a huge fan of tinier stuff like this, but they got it for me, and I really like it. The texture of the pages is nice, and it's very high quality. Um, I'm just scared of drawing small. I suck at drawing small, I should say. So I'm not sure if that'll be my Legoshi book, but I do like the notion of drawing Legoshi or Legoshi. Draw the birds you see. That is so valid. Actually, I have some bad news. I had to take the bird feeder down and replace it with like this bell made out of seeds, and a squirrel destroyed it today. So I have to go and actually buy suet because the store I usually go to buy suet, they didn't have any for the correct size. They had like giant ones, like ones the size, like it's a foot by a foot. It was stupid. Why? Um, oh, what a good song. It was mad at me. I started like hitting the bark of the tree, not like I was like tapping it like, hey, get out of here, and it was like yelling at me, and it was at head level or like a bit higher, so I didn't want it to like jump at me. I think there's squirrels in my attic ventilation area, and they're so loud. There's squirrels in my pants, and they're controlling me. They are quite cute, but they can be ferocious. The one squirrel that I'm arguing with right now that's stealing all the bird feed, I need to figure out. I think I'm just gonna get a water gun and just like if it gets close. I think that's like the least hostile way to deal with them. I'll hire someone to stand watch with a little water gun and go 24/7. Let's make a super long box. How much would you pay them? Fatima's comment in the server had me dying. I didn't even see it. Wait, what was it? Shut up, Fatima. Good to see that she's there. Oh, goodness. Oof. You stop being so fast. You need to focus up. Father figure one? Yeah, I actually hate all of my viewers. I would never invite them to a Discord. Just saying. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's rough. Oh yeah, guys. I was listening to Life of Pablo today in the morning. I was hyped. Watch her join right now. I'm glad I think she is one of the longest viewers. I think even before Rise. Or maybe at the same time. Like of all time, other than Delano. The main reason I'm doing boxes for worms is I really wanted a lot of practice with lines. Now we're going to do a bunch of strings of ellipses. Yoink yoink. I don't think it's how long anyone has been watching the streams, though. It's how much they do with the streams. I think that's one of the most important parts of this community. Because you guys know I'm going to stream. That's a fact. Now, what you do and, what you choose to do in the time of the stream, that's the important part. Trying to land it more in the middle. Yikes. I meal prepped my chicken, and every time I smell like it. I don't know why I smell like the chicken. I changed clothes. Yikes. Lips is so hard. They who can draw a consistent ellipse. Do you fry chicken with flour? Yeah. I mean, if I was frying chicken, but I cooked grilled chicken. Or, it's not on a grill, but still, yeah. I'm not frying it though. Pan seared. Maybe that's a better way of describing it. Man, these pages are dirty, dirty. Whoa. Do some more warm up. I don't want to eat fried foods that much, though. Not good for you. Wow. There we are. That was a decent sausage form. That's Wow, I didn't expect that. I was looking at my lesson one submission a couple days ago. Um, I know, right? I was like, damn. A good reminder to see how far we've come. I can't wait to go to my favorite gym tomorrow. I'm so upset because I thought I was gonna have no homework for a certain class this week, and then literally right before I started streaming, I got a notification that I got assigned the homework. I was like, oh no. So I'm debating either doing that after a streamer. The father figure of this group. I don't typically tend to thoughts like those. I feel like it's a bit parasocial. Yikes. Okay, great crew 50 submission. I appreciate that you submitted it, even though you didn't like how it turned out. I think it's perfectly fine. I didn't even really notice a difference between the coloration, like you said, or the medium that you used to color it. And I like that. I like that you found a way of posting it to make it acceptable to you, which was spoiling it. I think that was because you got out of your comfort zone, yet you still allowed yourself some slack. Not. Oh gosh. Wait a second. I have an idea. Let's do some watcher ones. Still above. Still above. Whoa. Yeah, I wasn't particularly happy with my little comic thing I made today, but I still did it. That's the point of 50%. Or not the point, but it's a factor. Yikes. Let's do one more. Oh, heck yeah. That sounds pretty good. Very less than 5 adjacent. Oop. Wobbled at the end there. Maybe it's because also I'm viewing it not at an angle, so the top seems smaller. It's just an optical illusion. Ooh. Classic, classic. Still. Oh, dang it, I forgot I still have to do my laundry. Whatever. Okay, that was better. But yeah, anyways, we'll call it there for the warm up, everybody. Very long warm up. Then again, it's a 250 stream, so represent already. So we'll be right back. We're gonna do our usual BRB, and then we'll jump into our box or our cylinders. I don't know why I'm still stuck on this. Anyways, be right back, guys. Alrighty. Some nice C418 to start us off as well. Oh yeah, so what do you mean that comic was good? I don't even remember what I said. Comic. Oh, yes. Thank you. I was just there's some parts of it I didn't like. It was in between studying. I would like study or work on homework for a bit, and then I'd come back to it, and then back and forth. It was definitely made as like me coping with with schoolwork and prospects for future stuff. Here, wait. So yeah, I've been meaning to start an Instagram, and I think what I'm gonna do, I need your guys' opinion on this. Um, is I want to do like a cheeky post, where like I have a picture of me, but you can only see me from like an angle where you can't see my face. And here, wait, get this up. So I need a haircut, but and a better camera, which I have a friend who has a really good camera. Clayton is the song's name. Never listened to this. But yeah, so that's probably the plan for the Instagram. I'll have to get my friend's good camera and then of course get a haircut. Gotta look pretty for Instagram. Nah, okay. So so yeah, 250 cylinder challenge. We're gonna be starting on 10 through 15 today, technically 11 through 15. And we'll probably get 2 pages done. It's intimidating, I will not lie, but it's whatever. So, what is this song? Oh yeah, Monkey saying, what is a hit pony? What if we used AI instead? There's always a little voice in the back of my head that says that. It's not that I want to use AI for things, especially authentication, but more so, it's just like the evil voice. Like the naysayer, I guess. I don't know. Cool. Lost time. Yeah, I don't know why. Like every time we use that emote, Cat would bring up the ninja one. And I get it. I'm a random white dude, but I'm not Ninja Fortnite Blevins. I would never ask or say I'm not seeing enough motion. What did they think? What did they think that was gonna happen with that? They're like, yeah, let's put Ninja Fortnite that only 11-year-olds like, and bring him to a thing that 11-year-olds typically don't attend. Anyways, yeah, so let's get started. I always picture you as a generic white guy, nothing special. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Not really, not really off the mark with that one. Hmm. Gonna draw some gestures along with me. Huge. Sounds like a fun night. Okay, so this one, we're gonna go in the center. We're gonna start bold, guys. I feel like we should get a random number generator Foreshortened, not foreshortened. Kavel has a ton of personality. I feel like I'm like half a standard deviation. Yeah, I think yeah, me being a nerd brings me to be a bit more like unique. If I wasn't a nerd, then yeah, I'd be like normal SpongeBob. I bowed this line a lot, and I'm very upset about that. Yikes, very much overshot. Finished my rough storyboard starting on rough character design. Ooh, for what bear? Unless I forgot. Nerds are cool. Nah, nerds are nerds, not kidding. Nerds can be cool. Oof. Well, it was the first one of the night, so. Is it the Sun Station or oh the Nomai makes it? Oh, how did I mess it up? Oof, we've had better cylinders. Personal school thing, committing to an animation because I boasted about it to my professor. Now I have to do it. Huge. That's a perfect example of accountability right there. Well, we should all strive to be like Bear in that regards. That regard. Oh yeah, another thing, Bear. I just remembered it now. You're hatching. It looked like you were ghosting. I wasn't entirely sure though, but I'd once again emphasize you don't have to do this, but I like ghosting on the hatching. It gives me a good opportunity to practice a little bit. It makes everything come out that much cleaner. However, you do not have to do this. I can get it. I mean, it's a lot. Hmm. I want to do like just a really long one, but it's small. It's like here. This is really testing my superimposed lines, isn't it? Ah, see, level 2 and bowed. I'll never be as good as Bear Mug. Yipes. Too wobbly. That's okay. Oop, that's a bit too parallel. Oof. Well, Hey, Bear, what's this animation about, if you don't mind us asking? Or me asking, I should say. I feel like we're going fast. It's only been 7 minutes. Let's do a very stubby one. Small, I guess. Just doing a loop of a mascot from a fast food place eating huge. Because I really bit more than I could chew for my previous storyboard. Gotcha. Let's get some more extreme vanishing in here soon. Yikes. Okay, have a good one, cat. Stay well. Can't wait to see the T-Rex. Also, guys, I've been thinking about investing in a VPS because I usually host a Minecraft server for my friends and I over the summer. And I usually don't give it to people who don't know me because I don't really want to give them my IP. And while it's still possible to trace my IP, if I use a VPS or like tunneling, it's a bit safer, and I could probably give that IP out to people. And like most wouldn't immediately have my IP. So I've been thinking about making a Minecraft server just for people I know, not really the whole channel. That's weird. I don't like that. But like Delano, whoever else wants to join on there, I think it'd be kind of funny, kind of silly. Actually, if I only did it for a week, then I'll just probably pay. No, because like my PC is a lot more powerful than like anything I could buy for a good price. How much dedicated wham? Dang it, above. Oof, wobbly. Yikes. I just critiqued Bear. I can't be messing up in front of her. What? That means my critique has no value. Wholesome 100 craft. Hey Delano, I don't want to have to demod you, but we may have to have a little talk. I will make sure there's in-game transactions though on my server, so all of you have to pay me a lot of money to play it. or if you want to be as cool as everyone else with all their awesome cosmetics and stuff. Because if you don't have cosmetics, you're a loser in any video game. I think the last time I bought a cosmetic in a game was Fortnite. Like I bought the battle pass to get a skin, and I think that's the last time I've like actively went out of my way to get a cosmetic in a game and pay for it. Because Rainbow, I only did it for the operators. Actually, I can't remember the last time I had an in-game transaction other than like TF2 buying Manco tickets. Fortnite. Like I typically go for just making my character look as unhinged and uncanny as possible. Abzu music. We need to draw Abzu or something from Abzu sometime. Like Abzu specific, not just sea animals. I think it'd be fun, especially with watercolor. Now that I've kind of gotten used to the Tombow markers. Oh, my back's kind of hurting as well. Do very. I want a lot of overlap here. Yeah, I'm trying to. It just happens from time to time. I wanted to make this one overlap, but I can't make an ellipse large enough, so we'll just go really tiny down here. Hmm. This one looks weird. Why? I guess it's just because the rate was so fast. Or like, this wasn't enough foreshortening to dictate this change in degree. We'll figure that out though with a bit more analysis. Cool, cool. Okay, let's play the game of which one did I do first? This one, right? I'm pretty sure it's this one. That's number 11. No way, this song? Okay. 12, 13, 14, 15. Try to do the two like I did last time, babe. How does critique work for challenges? Does the person just find the common mistake and address that? Oh yeah, but you also improve linearly. Um, or hopefully improve linearly. So you just note their rate and then any consistent remarks, like you said. Um, and yeah, it's not too complex. So basically that. I'm trying to remember back to my 250. Even my existing ones, because like sometimes you can figure out the easier problems, like the most common things, but there's no one is ever perfect. So there's always something, even at the end, that you can improve upon. Now, is revisions for things like this rare? Actually, I don't know. I haven't looked at these a ton. I have seen revisions for like, hey, do another 50, do another 25, but I've never ever seen or heard of someone being like, yeah, redo it all. Because it's not even constructive at that point, or like, you already did 250 of them. So, cool, cool. I know, right? Redo it all. Okay, I already see. I keep doing this. I don't know why or how to break it. Maybe a slanted surface is the trick. I have an easel at my home. I'm not fond of using it, but if I oughta. Calves gotta do what the calves gotta do. And that's oof, 11 eighths. So that'd be 5.5 eighths. So about right there. Then again, Uncomfy is the one that critiques 250 cylinders. So, dude, oh my gosh. Okay, and this one's just completely off. I drew that one with the wrong arrows, whatever. So consistently above the line, it's scary. Nope, arrow goes there. Dude, uh, I think I need to like purposely like crazy undershoot. Get a crazy ton of error and then work my way up because this is just like I'm trying to be mindful, I'm trying to be like observant of these things, but at a certain point you do just kind of need like a bit of a radical shift. So radical shift it may be. There we go. Okay. No. No. How do I keep smearing things? Oh, it's the end of the world. I have to redo all of them, guys. Like including the other pages. Alrighty, let's get a new piece of paper. Only 20 minutes? Ugh. I mean, I did predict last stream that, like, in a normal stream, we'd be able to hit 3 of these, but I'm scared about how fast I'm flying through. I'm giving them attention. I'm trying my hardest, I promise, but mistakes persist. So, take another sip of water before we get into this one. Let's go for some crazy, 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 crazy VPs. I'm actually going to check something real quick as well, just to make sure. I don't know why they are doing this to me. They're assigning homework so late. Homework. Where's homework 8? Bah. Bah humbug. Okay, let's do it. Hmm. I'm already to the point where I feel like I'm drawing the same cylinders, but let's draw one in the center, I guess. Cool. Get really close to 90 degrees. Okay, maybe we get a little bit too close. And we're also... Where am I smearing? Okay, wait. I'm about to freak out. Where's this ink coming from? Reveal yourself. Let's see, I was doing this. Hmm. I have a theory this one's not going to look right, because how can the front of a cylinder already be so 90 degrees, the plane is almost perfect, and yet it still can vanish a lot, unless it's a crazy long cylinder. Wait, unless it's crazy short. Hmm. I feel like I need an ellipse, or not, maybe an ellipse generator, or just like a random cylinder generator. I put this in a very awkward space. Dang it. I'm fighting. If Uncomfy ever sees this, I promise you I'm fighting. See, I purposely aimed under, and wow, that's actually much better. I thought it was completely off looking at it this way. Ah, Let's do one right here. Big foreshortening. Big. You think we could do one that's just the entire page? We'll probably do that for the 250th. Or the 150th and then the 250th, because those will be different kinds of cylinders. Okay. Aiming humongous. Aiming very low puts it pretty in the center for me. So maybe we're onto something. Angle's off, but we're once again in the center. Okay. We're seeing something a bit more consistent now. Ah. I won't like pasta. I rarely have pasta. I had pasta a week ago. I lied. Wait, a week ago? Yeah, I think so. Thank you, thank you. Feeling a lot more consistent tonight. Remember how I said super foreshortened? Yeah, that was a joke. I guess. Take a sip of water real quick. I'm 2 lesson 5 pilled. This is so fast. Me, that I took so long. By the way, lesson 5 doesn't take most people that long. I just hyperfixated. But like the fact that I'm calling the 250 cylinder challenge fast is a testament to how slow I took. And then, yeah, I know it's going to slow down once we get to the box part, and it'll be pretty arduous then, if not the hardest part of this challenge. But I digress. Let's draw a humongous one right here. This is going to be probably one of the longest lines I've drawn in a while. Yikes. Yeah, this is supposed to be not doing this. I changed the angle of this light over here, because... Oh, wait, I just realized something. I think my light's the wrong color. Oh, yikes. You're right. I changed it for that photo I was taking. No, that's right. Okay. Just feels a bit off. Oh, uh, uh, okay. Okay, aim lower, aim lower, aim lower. Okay, we did go a bit too low there, but do you know more draw using your whole shoulder or just your arm? I think I've made a habit of using my arm more than my shoulder. Yeah, I think ellipses I use a lot more of my shoulder for, but lines, it's a lot of my arm slash, not even my elbow, because elbow would imply this. I'm pushing forward. Um, but yeah, a lot more arm for lines because I draw diagonally. And my shoulder can only do that so much, and it's awkward. But ellipses, I definitely use my shoulder. I don't know why I tapped it like you guys could see that, but like right now, definitely using my arm and only a little bit of my shoulder. Don't tell uncomfy. Yeah, I can't wait to sleep tonight. Oh, I still have laundry. Ah, whatever. It's gonna be sunny tomorrow. It's gonna be cold. Oh, it's gonna be cold tomorrow. Oof. These fresh pens, they mark everything. Sometimes when I'm bored, I like to tell random people that the 250 box challenge took me 3 days. Just to put. Hey, what's up? How's it going? This is Fatima, right? And make sure I'm not forgetting. Yes. How to remember. How's it going? So this is nostalgic because we have Fatima in chat. We're doing these earlier. It's all there. No way that troll. What? Delano. What did we say being mean to new chat members? Not that Fatima's new, but. Ooh, I can use this as an excuse to cover up that smudge I made. Okay, now I'm consistently going under, so that's better. And it's definitely skewed, but oh wow. No, dang it, overshot it. Yikes. Ah! Feels bad, man. I'm trying to be so tangent that I forget. How's your day going so far? Oh yeah, yeah, everybody. It's that's a good thing, Fatima. That's a good thing. What was everyone's highlight of their day? Mine was ay 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 ay. Probably yeah, probably when I was driving to go get some breakfast this morning and I was listening to Life of Pablo, especially Hyperlight Beam. I'm not religious, but oh my God, I was singing. I was praising. It was I love that song so much. I'm sorry, but if you don't get hyped while listening to Hyperlight Beam, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you are. Cool. Yoink. That angers me. Been drawing since 1 p.m. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, you almost had a full-time job of drawing today. Sounds like, I mean, yeah, that Legoshi. Thank you for the time lapse, by the way. It's really cool to see your process. I'm not sure if that was this Legoshi drawing or the. I need to say Legoshi. It's Legoshi with the long E. Oh, and Sadie's Godzilla today was crazy. I was not expecting that. Yeah. So waiting for Germa X Cav fanfic from last year. Why not add a Delano too? Oh goodness. What number are we at? 15, so this is 16. We did this one first, right, guys? No, we did this one. We did this one first. 16. Was this one or this one? Oh, I smeared that. Yikes. Which guys, which one's 17? Up or down? I think it was up. I'm pretty sure it's up. I'm gonna say it's up. And then Bear Mug's gonna be like, no, it's the bottom one. I'm like, dang it. Cheems, if you're still there, how's your no, you're fine, you're fine. How's your gestures going if you're still here? $20, guys, we did it. We could probably oh my god, we could do another one. We do have to critique this one, but we're doing better on our alignment. I just need to remember more to undershoot. You're fine, you're fine. It is a weird joke. I will not let you pass up on that, but or pass you up on that, but I'm at 23. Whoa. Whoa. Now, quality-wise, I'm not sure if I'm going to catch up to you, but numerically, we may be close. Oh, I know I shouldn't. I watched it last weekend and then I cried twice, but I really do want to watch the beginning, the first episode of Frieren again. It's just so good. Whoa. Oh yeah, speaking of, did I show you guys this? I have to be careful not to like reflect my face into it. Yeah, did I show you guys this? I don't know. My parents got this for me. They're legends. Um, please watch FMA. I am in the middle of watching Apothecary and season 2 of Arcane, and then oh yeah, Invincible. I have a list. My friends and I have a list. They did in Seattle. Apparently, like one of the comic stores. That's actually where I think they got this that we mentioned at the beginning of the stream. I'm not sure though. But yours, that's so right. That should just be my bird drawing book. I'm so mad about smudging this. One day I want to make a bet with chat, and it's like, okay, we'll bet, and then it's like, okay, we'll go play Balatro to settle the bet. Gotta watch season 2 solo leveling, and then Devil May Cry. That's also on the agenda for me as well. This one's pretty spot on, guys. I'm grooving. Oh, smeared that a bit. Driven. Okay. No, I did the arrow the wrong way. Whoopsie daisies. My breath tasted like styrofoam when I did that. I don't think like yeah, not even styrofoam. It's whenever you drink water. You know those trashy styrofoam cups next to the water dispensers things, right? Like not even the Dixie cup, the like paper Dixie cup, but like the styrofoam ones. And you drink out of that. It tasted like that. That's probably not a good thing. The cone one. Not even the cone one, but I do remember that. Whenever I think of I remember the Dixie cup with like the blue like vaporwave aesthetic, what we now call a vaporwave aesthetic, like pattern on it. Another thing of cylinders. Sigh. Let's take a bit of a brain break. Some water. Maybe chat a little bit. I know, right? It's because we're gambling tonight. I bought little protein shakes. I don't usually do that. They're expensive, very expensive. Oh my gosh, time. Oh yeah. Oh you. I love your reference. Oh my God, Bear. That's awesome. Flipping canvas. Love the construct. Yo, so you did a rough sketch for like thumbnailing almost, and then you applied construction, and then you did the rest. This is why digital is awesome. Amazing. Sensational. This kind of I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the width of the neck. Yeah, no, I've seen Soko do that from time to time. I think it's because of the length of the neck. So apologies if this is like an unsolicited critique. This is more of just a thing I notice. But yeah, the length of the neck makes it feel like it's younger Legoshi, and I could not tell you why. Oh, you did, didn't you? Oh, here, actually, wait. Can I test something real quick, if you don't mind? I do that all the time. Hey, do you mind if I share a picture of this on stream, Bear? I think it's, I mean, first of all, I think it's worth sharing. It's very good. Huge. Okay. I think my theory as to what makes things look young, we'll pause on the timer too. Is whenever we have, shout out, this is just great, by the way. It's head to neck to torso ratio. Let's draw through the neck real quick because going through your time lapse, you constructed the head beautifully. But here, let me rewatch to see how you did. Okay, so you did do the neck. I think then it's the degree of the neck because you have an ellipse right here, indicating this is what is this bone called? The clavicle. Um, because yeah, you do have this shoulder going up here, but if I just draw through this, right, and then we have our our head and all that, which means our neck continues going up like this. It just feels like if we now like a very long neck. So I have an idea here. We're gonna. Oh, this is. Whoa! Wait, I know what this song is. This is technically spoilers. I'm gonna be extra for this because I want to. Also, we're taking a break, so here, wait. True, 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 true. Why is this not? There we go. You're right. My bad. I forget. I forget. Okay, cool. Yeah. Freaking. Oh shoot! I didn't mean to say that. He looks younger, doesn't he? Like the short head version looks younger than the tall head version. Mods ban? Oh yeah, sorry. Wait, Bear Mug just said it. Mods bear. No, okay. But yeah. Do you think? I think he does just look younger now with the shorter neck. So that means we need to make his neck longer. No. Um. Yeah, he looks younger here. Then another theory: the shoulders, because you have the traps of an adult, but I feel like the shoulder maybe could be larger. I'm just curious now. I'm just messing with stuff. So let's see. This is paint, by the way. So forgive me. So short neck. Oh, no. Long neck. And we're gonna really increase softness, decrease hardness. I wish I had a painting program. What brush do you use? Because this it looks like an actual dip pen. Oh, it's still gonna have a bit of that overhang that you did well. Maybe not that much, but possibly. Let's see. It's like this is also something I would consider an adult would have, right? Just maybe move this. Huge. What size brush was I using? Right there. Maybe not go as high. Maybe this works. I don't know. Eh, still looks young. I really don't know. That kind of helped, and now this arm looks small and weird in comparison. Um, your economy of line is insane as well. Jeez. Okay. I don't know why I'm redrawing that when I could just steal it. Mine. Mine. Mm. His nose too big? True. I still think it's fine. Maybe. Huge. Why does he still look young? I still think he looks young. Maybe we needed to apply all of that and do the neck, you know? Nah, I think we'll probably call it here. Very, very interesting. Yeah, because I feel like I've made no progress. Maybe it's the hand to face ratio. Maybe a smaller hand. Why is it not duplicating that? Also, shout out on the hand. I would have not have drawn that proportionally. I'm griefing your artwork, by the way. I hope you realize that. Wait, maybe. There's like so much messed up here. Since I don't have the line weight, I'm just kind of making it up with the erasing tool. Eh, still didn't help. Oh, that's so smart. I never have the patience to do that. I just like I'm so stubborn. I'll figure it out on my own. This kind of looks like an AI generated beetle now with how much I've scuffed this, doesn't it? Like it just has like all the hallmarks of like weird artifacts. Yeah, I have really no clue. Let's do one more like comparison. I still think it looks wonderful. Don't. Who knows? Okay. Anyways, enough procrastinating. Let's do our last thing of ellipses. Trying to study the masters right there. I guess I don't know. Okay. I don't wanna. I'm kind of tired of it already. Whatever. Big. Big. Hmm, okay. Maybe we needed that break. It's still Boeing, but whatever. Not like the airplanes that fall out of the sky, but like the things people shoot arrows with. Yikes. Oh, I lied. We're not up right now. Just gonna, just gonna. We just needed a brief warm up from our break, you know. That was it. The eyes were too low. I tried everything. I tried everything, but that makes so much sense. Musculature, position of the hand, the nose, the neck. The eyes make a lot of sense. Huh. I wonder why eyes play a factor into that. Psyched myself out right there. Our faces elongate as we grow. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because whenever you see, okay, this sounds messed up. Whenever you see baby skulls or like skulls of like younger species and things, they look like tiny and weird. I don't know why I know that, but I do. That's morbid. That's really messed up. Why do I know that? Probably some like History Channel thing I saw. You say they look weird. I do say they look weird. Imagine how morbid. Like we all joke like the whole oh my gosh, what's the play where he gives the speech about death? Hamlet. Like the whole thing, like holding a skull, or like the aesthetic of like an artist or some like very eloquent person having a human skull. Think about it, like how crazy that is. I would never want one. That was a human being, and to just own that now, that's weird to me. No, look at that. It's all off. You can even see right here. Yipes. We don't play with corpses like props anymore. I guess not. It's weird because you think we would have regressed. Like they would be more respectful and we would be lesser. We've normalized something, but no. We don't play with corpses like we used to. I miss old ethics. I wasn't born for this generation. I missed it. Sadly, Barry, I don't think you give vampire vibes. I just don't see it. I'm sorry. Now I'm no vampirologist, but I don't have a degree in the matter. What's the game that's captivated you the most, Outer Wilds? Maybe a bit of Ultra Kill, but frame one. Already good talk, yeah. What about you, Delano? You talked about the Persona games in the past, and then there was that one. I can't remember the name of it. Oh my God, I remember the art style and everything. It was your favorite game story wise. Library of Runia, yes. Arena. Arena, not Runia. Yeah. You're at the final boss for Hollow Knight. Huge. Hollow Knight until I never touched it ever again. Yeah, I think I only did one stream review ever, and it was for Half-Life because I wanted the achievement for getting a Steam review on my profile to like rank my profile up. I haven't been mindful of my ellipses lying on there. Dang it. Actually, I think I said Outer Worlds right as the last stream of Home is playing from Outer Worlds Echo of the Eye. Not gonna lie, on the stream that we played Echoes of the Eye, I legit almost teared up at one point of talking about it. I didn't, but it was very close. Like it really hit me. Because I realized something I hadn't in the playthrough before it, and that made me even more sad. And I wouldn't even say Outer Wilds is a cry-worthy game. Like I never like bawled crying, I don't think, to it, but it's definitely like a sense of home, homesick almost vibe. Like the kind of feeling whenever you realize you haven't talked to your parents or siblings in a while, or you remember like a day you had in middle school. It's kind of like that feeling to me, playing Outer Wilds. Inexplicably. Now I drew these way too close, didn't I? Hmm. Sometimes I'll remember, what my family's backyard used to look like, or what our house used to look like, or maybe I'll see an old TV that we used to watch Pokemon in the mornings before going to school. The old tiles we had in our kitchen, or the trees that have been cut down in my neighborhood. Stuff like that. I like that vibe. Oop, went above again. Yikes. I should have gone like that, but I'm doing this. Smearing. No, 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 no. Trying to like blow it off a little bit. Make it really tiny. Oof, that's rough. Nice. Yippee. Wow, with a minute to spare, we still have to number everything, but let's see, our last one was 20, so this is going to be 9 plus 10. Was this our next one? I think it was. Oh, I did my 4 different this time. Maybe like that. I'm gonna talk about Vine in front of my kids, and they're gonna be like, "You're old." I mean, I mentioned Full House on stream the other day, so that's real. Everywhere you look. Cavil's pushing 30. 80 years old, guys, get it right. Yeah, this is the thing, it's so easy to figure out my age because like I said my age when I started the channel. So that gives you a year range, so you're plus or minus a year. And then also like you know what year of college I am and like traditionally what age you would be on that year of college. Following like the normal or like the average. I'm not gonna say normal, but the average time for college and stuff. It's weird because by statistics, I would have to double check, but the average person who watches this channel is older than me. I think. I'd have to double check. if not like the majority. Because like there's a lot of 25 to 30. Shout out. But I bet most of that's from my lesson 2 video. So, what do you think attract that demographic more? I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I don't have like people younger than me because I just generally don't want to deal with like high schoolers and middle schoolers in chat. I mean, everyone's welcome. Everyone, please learn art as young as you can. But like in real life, I wouldn't hang out with high schoolers. I'd hang out with people who are in college or even older, right? Um, I'd hang out with the cooks at my job who are like 5 to 10 years older than me, and they were chill, right? So stuff like that. Anyways, another day, another cylinder. It looks like we did pretty good today. We're minimizing it, but we're still there. Lots of cylinders, lots of all that stuff. But yeah, so successful night. I don't really have much to say. We got to doodle a little bit on Legoshi. Bear completed lesson 1. We got to see all the cool peoples. We got to see, and we could just do a roll call. Thank you very much for joining Delano, Bear, Cat, Cheems, Fatima. Did Jims join? I'm not sure. Maybe Penguin did. I think that's everybody. So yeah, sincerely, thank you all for joining us tonight. End of stream review. There we go. What did we learn? I'm awesome in Epic. That's all we learned. Full stop. So yeah, that Kavel is 50. True. So yeah, we're going to be having a normal schedule this week. Probably going to take Thursday off. I have it scheduled for that. I do have a project presentation coming up next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. So things may get a bit bumpy then. And then 1 week after that, we have exams, final exams. Plus or minus 10 points, divide by 6. I think that's everything. So cool. Sincerely, thank you all. It was very fun. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. Very standard stream. I'm loving it. We're going fast. So yeah. Bye for now, guys. See ya.